In Wisconsin, we care a lot about protecting the health of our rivers, lakes, and watersheds. They're the foundation for our state's economy and our quality of life. But our water resources are threatened, and elected officials urgently need to hear from all of us. River Alliance is proud to bring you tips from real Wisconsin legislators from both sides of the aisle, because water is one issue we should all put first.
When it comes to water issues, we have a back 40 mine that's coming in Michigan, which is not in Wisconsin, but it's connected to one of our boundary waters, Menominee River. And I have constituents and myself that are very concerned about the outcome of that facility if it goes forward. So water is, I think, to me, it's worth more than gold. We have most of the fresh water in this whole country and this whole world, and most of that is right here in our backyard. I don't want to lose any part of that. If you want to talk to a legislator, we're only a phone call away. So, a phone call, sometimes you may get staff, but if you really want to talk to the legislator and say, I'd really like to have Jeff give me a call, then my staff will give me the number, I will give you a call, and we can talk, whatever issue you have over the phone. So it's something that I try to make myself available for whatever, to meet people's needs and try to help them out with whatever situation they have. Obviously, there's many times that we're not available. We either be up on the floor, in session or in committee meetings. I would say an integral part of a legislator is your staff, and work very closely together, where I consider us more of a team rather than a staff and a legislator. So it's when the voice is heard, or your voice is heard through our staff, it comes to all of us. When somebody calls or emails or whatever way they contact this office, probably what kind of I get more interested in is a story. If somebody has a story, sometimes they bring tears to your eyes because it may be something that's a hardship. A lot of times, legislation that we get comes from a half a paragraph, or even a sentence that somebody may write to you and say, I'm having trouble with this. So we'll look into it and say, that's something that actually we know that should be changed because it makes sense to change it. What is probably the least likely way that I will, take a lot of interest in something is a form postcard. But, a personal story or something handwritten goes a lot farther with me than just a postcard or a letter that is something made up that somebody, copied and you put your name on and send. I have constituents that won't agree, and I won't agree with, their side, but, there's things that we do agree on, so let's find the things that we agree on, and the other ones, let's just not be mean to each other, because that doesn't pose any good thing for either side. So let's disagree on them, but let's do it in a meaningful way that doesn't hurt somebody else. With technology now, we send out an e-update every week. Those are something that you can go on to. I think every legislator has a web page. You go on there, and my particular web page, you can click on a spot and get on the email list to have these emails sent out.